Hello, Spiritual Plumber here again. In this video, I'm going to teach y'all about flappers. So if you see value in this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Flappers come in different sizes. But in this video, I'll be talking about the 2-inch flap. First off, they come in many different colors. I made the mistake one time of sending my wife to the hardware store and I asked her to give me a Corky flapper and told her it'd be red. And when she came back, it was red, but I had a little issue with it. And let's take a look at it. So when she came back to the store, she handed me this. And I was like, well, it's not a Corky flapper. What do you mean it's not? It's red. I was like, no, hon. The Corky flapper, just by looking at it, because I've done it for so long, I know that there's a huge difference. Okay? To me, right off the bat, it didn't actually have the name in it, which doesn't really matter so much. But the chain itself was not a Corky flapper. And then also the little hook here that hooks to it, and I've got one rigged up here that we can see if I get it loose without knocking it over. It's got a different type of hook here, right? And you got to push it in, and it hooks to the toilet handle. Okay. This one here, you just poke it in the hole of the toilet handle, and if a kid goes to flush this, or someone that's in a really bad or quick hurry and they flush it, that sometimes the chain will just pop off and it'll flop out. Okay, and that's the one, like I said, that she brought back with me, and I might pull that back up and talk about it again in a second. But here's another one. It's red, but again, right off the bat, for someone that's done it for quite a while, you can tell that it's not a Corky flapper. One is this one has hard plastic that hooks to the flush valve. See here, this one, it doesn't have hard. It is actually the soft rubber, and this is a flush valve. Some people call it Douglas valve as well, but this is a new one that I haven't installed yet. And the Corky actually just bends or flexes right around that, and it connects to it. Okay, but if I would take this one off for a second and I go to put this one on, okay, like I said, this is the hard plastic, okay, hard plastic, and it has to snap. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but it snaps together, and then you use your chain. Okay, well, also another difference is this was a plastic chain, and the Corky flapper, it has the hard chain, or I forget how they actually say it on here. Let me read it again real quick. Stainless steel chain, okay, with a stainless steel chain. All right, so let me put this one back on here again real quick, and that was all great and all. It was red, but it wasn't what I was actually asking for. So, since we're talking about chains, let's talk about this one. It's not red, but the chain itself is like little tiny balls. And the hook for this one as well, it just hooks over it. And, you hook it on here, and it just comes right off. So easy. It actually goes on a toilet handle, but I got it snapped onto there for now. And you've seen how hard it was to get this chain off, because it's got the little latch that once it goes in the toilet handle, it closes off, and there's not really no way for it to pop off the toilet handle. And yes, you can take either one of these, put it on a toilet handle, and get a pair of pliers or needle nose or what have you, and you can squeeze it down tight, and you can pinch it off. It's fine and dandy if you want. And then, okay, so they've actually got other flaps that are a harder type of rubber. It's a harder type of rubber, and they're okay. I guess, if that's all you had at the time to do. This one is a little more pliable, and you want the right setting on the plastic or the rubber for it to get a good seal around this right here. To get a good seal around this. And this one here, I'll actually do a video on that at some time, that it has adjustment. So you can turn this to 1 through 9, and when it goes to seal on here, it matches with the hole here and the hole on the side. So when you lift it up, the hole comes out, air, water, and it'll have a faster flush or a slower flush, depending on what you adjust. Well, that's okay too if that's what you want. But from a professional view of it, the Corky flapper is the only way to go when it comes to a 2-inch flap. Um, it's proven to be the longest lasting flap. Chemical resistant. So if they put those little chemicals in the back of it, let alone what the water company does, but the women like for it to smell good, and they like for them to sometimes look blue or green, and you put those chemicals in there, it doesn't break down the plastic as much or the rubber when it's a Corky flapper compared to the others. Um, like again, being a professional view, I go in to change some of these out, and I'll see them so gooey and stuck that you actually have to get a Brillo pad or what have you and scratch the inside of this or rub the inside of this seal here to get the rest of the gooiness off. So again, in my view, in my point of view, it's a professional view. I am a licensed master plumber. Corky flapper, let alone one, they're made in the USA, but it is proven to be the longest lasting. It's a rubber that creates a tight seal around your Douglas valve. It has a stainless steel chain and also has the clip that you hook onto the toilet handle that when you flush it or if the kids flush it, it doesn't bounce off or come off. You don't have to crimp it or squeeze it down to get it to apply or to keep it from coming off. So that's Corky flapper, and that's what I would choose if I had my choice of all of these here. I would choose a Corky flapper. So again, if y'all see value in this video, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Give me a like. Thanks. Peace.